Hey y'all, welcome back to Stutz's Soapbox. I'm Stutz. Yeah, sorry it's been a minute since I've been on. Life has gotten in the way. I don't do this for a living. I don't do this professionally, so it's just random anyway. A lot of stuff going on in the news, a lot of stuff happening. The thing that's been on my mind here a lot is this government spending, DOGE. You know, looking at all of the waste that comes from our government, and I do mean waste. You and I, as taxpayers, are getting hosed. We can take the money that the government spends, which is our taxes. Those of us who work, those of us who collect a paycheck, are paying taxes for the most part. Some people are just recycling taxes because their tax dollars or their paycheck comes from tax dollars. Um, so that's just a recycling. But nevertheless, they're having money taken out of their paycheck. And what is a paycheck? It's money we're paid for our time. Doesn't matter what we're doing. They're taking a piece of our time that we'll never get back, but they're compensating us for it. So we want all the money we can get for our time, and we want to keep all the money. Well, all the taxes that we get charged go to fund all this stuff. Take USAID, which stands for United States Agency for International Development. International development. Not United States development, international development. In other words, we're buying friends. And most of the money doesn't go to where it's supposed to go anyway. It goes to kind of gets laundered back to our politicians. And believe me, both sides of the aisle are guilty of this. You don't hear Republicans out there howling like mash cats. They don't need to. They got the Democrats doing that right now because it's a Republican in office. They're busy covering their damn tracks, man. They're trying to figure out, hey, what are they going to find? I mean, Maxine Waters said it the other day, they're digging into our privacy. We don't know what they have on us. You said that out loud, lady. We know they got stuff on you. You can look at any government agency. They're bloated. Their jobs programs, in a lot of cases, go to any road, government road construction. You got one guy working, 10 guys standing there scratching their ass. And being a driver, I see a lot of it every night. We waste tons of tax dollars, and we should be basically having a money laundering operation and all this overseas stuff. Look at the wars. Man, we're spending trillions of dollars on wars that aren't our fight. They're not our fight, man. But we're into the middle of it. We're into the middle of it. Look at DOGE. We'll take DOGE. Let's get back to DOGE. I'm sorry. I spend a lot of time staring at windshields, so going down bunny trails is easy. DOGE, while you agree with Elon Musk or not, and some of you, Elon Musk was your hero a couple years ago, Tesla and rockets and everything else, right? And yeah, he does have a security clearance. That's something because he builds rockets and stuff for NASA. So look at him. he's looking into. He's not scratching the money. He's finding out the stuff, and he's digging deep. And you've got billionaire businessmen who, well, they didn't get to be billionaire businessmen by squandering money. We might have thought it was squandering money, but they were making a buttload of it. They're in business to make money. So by them looking at what the government has been doing for the last 50 years, recommending, hey, cut this, because they can't cut anything. DOGE can't cut anything. They can just tell the president where the problem is. Then as the next budget comes up, or as he can do constitutionally, he can, if he can do it constitutionally, he can cut it out right then. He can put a squash on it. But they're finding all this waste. They really haven't been digging into the fraud yet, but a lot of the waste is fraud. Look at the oligarchy we got running the country. You got people been there 30, 40 years. They know all the ins and outs. They write the laws. They create the programs. Hey, we'll give you X amount of money for this. We want a kickback. And they play that game. I used to buy and sell airplane parts at one time. And I'll just use one thing, the instrument air filter on a Piper Navajo. I ordered one day. It was like $35. It came in. It was a tampon, but it had 6 letters on it: FAA PMA. So if I would have went to one of the girls up in the front and said, hey, we need one for an airplane. Can I have one? And they gave it to me. Same exact thing. Didn't have those 6 letters on it. You got caught, huge fine. Tell me there's no kickbacks in that. I'm just saying. I support DOGE because they're going to find this stuff out. The people crying about it are government workers and those with government contracts. Common dudes and ladies like me that are out here busting our ass and have been for years. Man, look into it. That's our tax dollars. Cut it back to where it needs to be. And then kick us back some of that money. Because we've been paying too much in taxes for too long for too little. And I do mean too little, because most of the stuff is being funneled out of the country. And USAID is just one of the programs. Do they do some good? I'm not saying they don't. But they do a lot more bad for the taxpayer than they do good for anybody else. And why are we doing all of this? Seriously, why are we spending all this money everywhere but here? $250 billion in aid to Ukraine to fight a war. And Zelensky says he's seen 77 billion of it. Where's the rest? Whose pocket is getting greased? Man, they think we're stupid. A lot of us are, because we keep putting these same individuals in office. We have to start holding these people's feet to the fire. Call your congressmen, call your senators. Yeah, I don't care if you're going to call and tell them, hey, throw Musk in jail. Call them, get in their ass. We have become lethargic when it comes to dealing with our government. Really, think about it, people. Think about it. We got to get our country back. And with that, love y'all. Out.